I recently sold my Walter Payton rookie card and bought a tennis Grail card. Stick around, I'll tell you how and I'll tell you why. Hey all, Sean here, back again with another edition of Game On Cards and Collectibles. So yes, I did it. I had to make a little video about this because it's really important in my collecting journey, and I appreciate all of you being here along for the ride. Um, yeah, so I sold essentially one Grail card and some other stuff to get a card I never thought I would ever see, much less own. I'll get to that in a minute. But first of all, I want to get into how I did it. So, in order to get this card, I knew I had to sell quite a bit of my cards because I didn't have a lot of cash. I wasn't very liquid when this card became available. I would consider myself a little bit of card rich, cash poor kind of situation. And so, how I was able to get enough funds available to make this purchase is I had to make some really difficult decisions. Thankfully, I had been working on consigning some cards, and recently I sold several cards. Nothing from my PC necessarily, but it's baseball season, so I had sold a Ronald Acuna PSA 10 rookie or first Bowman. Sold like a hockey card and that just stuff that wasn't really in my PC, but I knew I could make a few bucks on. I had to send another order in to consign, and in order to do that, I really had to make, like I said, make some difficult decisions. And one of the cards that I had to part with, and that was actually a little bit easier than I thought it would be, is and I'll put it on the screen here, my Walter Payton rookie card. It's a collector grade, so it is a grade that I felt comfortable with keeping in my PC. However, there was one problem with this card that I could not ignore, and even though it's a great card, I knew it wouldn't necessarily be my forever card because the left to right centering is just, once you've looked at enough cards and you really want to have something that just doesn't distract or take away from the card. And everybody has different opinions on what eye appeal really, what type of eye appeal is important to them. But for me, it's definitely centering, and this left to right centering is just not. It's just not something that I felt comfortable with keeping in my forever home. So I had to let this one go. As much as I loved it, I've had it for 2.5 years, and I'll also show you with the hobby booming and cards continuing to appreciate over time. I've had this card now for 2.5 years, and it's time to let somebody else, have it in their home and enjoy it. And by no means am I out of the Walter Payton rookie card business. I definitely want to get one, but I'm going to be a little more selective this time. I felt like I was probably more interested in the number on the grade and making sure it was a 7 or higher, and not really didn't think that the centering would bother me as much as it did. And that's not to take away necessarily from the card itself. It's a great card, and I plan on having a 76 Walter Payton rookie back in my collection. So I sold that. I sold a few other cards. I had a couple duplicates of Ryan Sandberg's 83 rookie in both a Donruss and Fleer, and they were in PSA 9s, and those have also appreciated over time. So I unloaded those as well. It was easy to do as they were duplicates in my collection. And so with some consigning and the main card in that consignment being the Walter Payton rookie, I was able to acquire. Put it on the screen here. Actually, this card looks so good. I have to take it out of the grading sleeve. And if you watch my channel at all for any moment, a lot of time, you'll know who my favorite tennis player is to collect. And I always said in previous videos, yeah, you know, it would be great if I ever see this card, but I don't ever expect to necessarily see it, much less own it. Here it is. It's the Grigor Dimitrov 2021 Topps Chrome Super Fractor 1/1 auto in a 10. Yep, and it is now in my collection. There's the 1/1 marking. Yeah, man, and it even looks better than it did on the listing. It's just a phenomenal card. And when I saw it pop up, I actually when I saw it, I was like, wow, I can't believe it's available, and it's actually a reasonable price. You know, it wasn't thousands of dollars like I thought it would be. And so, yeah, it is now in my collection. Basically, in my opinion, Grigor's best card. If you're not familiar with Grigor, or if you don't follow. I mean, if you follow tennis, you are. But if you don't, I'm gonna give you a couple comps in other sports. He's a guy that unfortunately has never won a Grand Slam tournament. He is getting close to the end of his career. At I believe he's 34 years old. He's had some health issues over the last couple of years, but he has also pushed some of the best, you know, number one ranked tennis players to the limit, and has nearly beat them. He has won some tournaments. Don't get me wrong, but none of the big ones, unfortunately. So, you know, if you're familiar with football in quarterbacks, maybe he might be somewhere along the lines of a Philip Rivers. I would say maybe. Is he a Hall of Famer? Probably not, but he's and I'll definitely get into my story and why I collect Grigor, but really was a inspiration to me early on when I started playing tennis, and I started following the sport, watching it, and he did some things that was maybe a little different or unorthodox that in the way he played that I kind of appreciated and I could relate to in some degree because the way I kind of played, and then just following his career and you know just what an ambassador he is to the game, and a guy from a town in Bulgaria, one of the best players on the tour. And so, yep, that's the card. Just really excited to have it. And I will be putting it up in my collection. As you can see here, that pretty much rounds out all the autographs from the 2021 Topps Chrome set, which is considered not only the first Chrome tennis set, but also Grigor's, essentially his rookie card. And want to jump on here and show you guys that definitely my biggest purchase in my collecting journey to date. And I appreciate you guys being here alongside with it. On that note, I appreciate your time. Thanks again for being here, and we'll see you again real soon. Take care, everybody.